No Shave September. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. So today I'm going to try to persuade you into something new from Dairy Queen. That's right, one of their baked artisan-style sandwiches, the Philly. I'm actually also going to be teaming up with MRHAPPY0121, Greg and Q over there. They said, oh, you get to team up with Joey's World Tour? What about us? What about friend of the show? I said, of course, Greg, we could definitely do something. I said, what are we gonna do? He threw this in my lap. I'm like, you know what, Greg? I've never eaten food from Dairy Queen. Only ice cream. So not only am I going to try this for the first time, I'm actually going to try Dairy Queen food for the first time, so this should be interesting. Now what this is, like I said, it is one of their artisan-style bakes. It is the Philly. So according to their website, this is thinly sliced steak, Monterey Jack cheese, roasted red and green peppers and onions, all on an artisan-style basil cheese focaccia roll. So let's get up close and personal with this sandwich, and then we'll see if I like it or not. Here we go. All right, so you got an up close and personal look at that. You can see the cheese kind of all up on the top here. There is some cheese remnants up at the top also, trying to sneak and get away right there. But I will tell you, this does have a pretty good sense of like a Philly cheesesteak. I know they're not deeming it a Philly cheesesteak. It's a, you know, artisan sandwich. But yeah, a decent amount of the steak in there. The cheese is melted. It is hot. It has a very nice smell. Nice little texture to the bun. So without further ado, let's get into this. That was very exciting. All right, so let's check this out. The new artisan-style Philly sandwich, new from Dairy Queen. Here we go. All right, so right off Jump Street, I'm just gonna tell you that after the first bite, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I did not have high hopes going into this because I love Philly cheesesteaks, like authentic Philly cheesesteak. And where again, they're not calling this a cheesesteak. It's not on a nice hoagie roll, but I was a little apprehensive because it's steak. And even though they say it's, you know, oven roasted and things of that nature, you know, it's those push button ovens, you know what I'm saying. So let's go in for a second bite and see what's happening. Okay, so after the second bite, I will tell you this is not a bad deal. I mean, it was $4.99, not a huge sandwich by any means, but the taste actually works for me. This bread, this cheesy topped focaccia roll, is pretty legit, you know, especially for Dairy Queen. It does work with the steak. Now the steak does have that kind of microwavable steakum type of flavor, but I mean, I grew up on that, so I really don't mind it that much. And I know what this is going into it. I'm not expecting an authentic like Philly cheesesteak cooked right on the grill, you know? So for what it is, not bad taste at all in the steak. I love how they don't skimp on the cheese. The cheese is plentiful in there and melting with all the other accoutrements. And I am a huge fan of onions and peppers, and that just gives it the extra texture, the extra crunch, and a little bit of a sweet heat. Yeah, so because I am doing this little team up with MRHAPPY0121, and they always go in for 3 bites, I'm gonna go in for a 3rd bite. I'm gonna go right into the middle right there. Whew. All right, guys, 3 bites down, and here's my final assessment. I was pretty happy with this. I mean, for $4.99, $5.25 with tax, a little bit overpriced for I think the size that you're getting. But for my first venture into the food at Dairy Queen, if you're in a pinch, you want to go through a drive-thru, this location did not have a drive-thru. It was old school, but yeah, not bad at all. So let's rate this, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 100, with 1 meaning don't even waste your money, and 100 being the promised land of, I'm going to give the new Artisan-Style Philly sandwich from Dairy Queen a rating of 84. I'm going to give this an 84. If the price was a little bit lower, it might be up to that 86, 87, 88. Very hard to give it a 90 because it is what it is, kind of microwaved. But all in all, a very good sandwich, and I was pleasantly surprised. So there you go, another review in the books. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That is social media that gets the word of the endorsement. Everything you see here, out to the masses. And finally, in closing, definitely check out Mr. Happy0121, Greg and Q doing their thing. I'm going to link their video down below in the description. Now, we do things differently over here. I actually was just talking to Greg the other day about editing and things of that nature. He does some light edits. He doesn't throw up all the pictures and flash. Man, I wonder what it'd be like if Mr. Happy0121 did the editing technique of the endorsement.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg, he's Q. Together we're Mr. Happy0121, and today he is 12% more motivated than the last time we were on video. What about the big burly breakfast sandwich? Southern style chicken and waffles.
I don't know.
Ooh, that was interesting. Tell me what you think, Greg. What do you think? Want to hire me as your editor? I already know the answer. All right, guys, thank you again for checking out this review. If you are new to my channel, coming over from Greg's channel, thank you and welcome. Oh yes, YouTube 101. Come to my seminar. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna finish this for lunch, but this might go down Titanic style. All right, as I'm finishing this, giving one last little shout out to Mr. Happy0121. Check out their channel. Tell them the endorsement sent you. You know, they review stuff, among other things. Endorsed.